So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And this is Bojan. Oh, just skips past his man. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bojan Kirkic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Xabi Alonso with the short one. That pass isn't the best. Hazard. Carvajal picks it up out wide. Botafogo can try it again now. It's their second corner of the game. It's a mighty effort! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now it's Shevchenko. He's shifting through the gears here. Shevchenko. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. There's the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Ribéry going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee is letting... Shoots! Oh, super goal! About as smooth as it gets. The breakthrough strike. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Botafogo looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can, but what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Passing is crisp and sharp, and the shot's... Can he finish? Messi! Genius! A finish of true class! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Botafogo grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Xabi Alonso, Albert Ferrer makes the interception. Out to the left it goes. Played back in. He's being urged to shoot. Ah, that's a fine interception. That is ended up in no man's land. Xabi Alonso really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And it's Bojan. Bojan Kirkic will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Xabi Alonso. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That ball looks a good one. Big chance! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
No, he's not getting past him there. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, they could break here. Driving on and making good progress. Can he get on the end of this? Courtois gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Corinthians clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Schneider knocks it into space. Tries a shot! Xavi Alonso. Bojan. Xavi Alonso. And this is Messi. Now it's Bojan. Oh, good ball! Oh, shooting chance! What a wonderful goal!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Botafogo take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And the pass is intercepted. And it's half-time here. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Corinthians really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Threads one in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's Zanetti. And this is Luis Suarez. Mateus. Xavi Alonso. Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He has found the way through. He has a look up. So, third corner of the game. Corinthians have the chance to go the other way. Stood up well to him there. He's got away. He's having a shot! Botafogo get their fourth corner. Punched away. Well, that's a little loose. Now it's Xabi Alonso. Ball is over the line. Mateus. And that is expertly dealt with. Corinthians couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Carvajal tries to play it through. It's a promising position. Tries to pass it through. Quick look, then... Oh, smashing header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he plays one through. And this is Ribery.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Bojan. Messi. Bojan. And the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
They're up to 5 corners now. Bojan! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Now he's got space here. And he's picked it up out wide.
Corinthians may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
That looks a cracking ball. Great chance! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Now it's Hazard. That is good strength. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Messi. And this is Bojan. Here comes the... He gets big! No, not the best of headers.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
The manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Camisa 7, camisa 8, camisa 11.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Camisa 15.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
Camisa 23.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's being shifted off it. Mateus. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And this is Xavi Alonso. Great vision. Cannavaro. Hazard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shapes to shoot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Bojan. Oh, there's a probing ball. Messi. Bojan. He's through here. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Face to face. He's had a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, this is alarming because of the ease in which they're getting in behind.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that looks a decent ball. And it's Hazard. Looking for the run. Zanetti. Lovely bit of skill. And that's been intercepted. And there goes the final whistle. Corinthians did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game, but he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Out towards the flank. And here's Suarez. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. And the counter is on. Oh, easy pickings there. Mateus. Ribery. Now, can they get him away? Shevchenko was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Looking to play him in. Tries to pass it through. And it's Ribery. Played into space. Thuram makes the interception. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Luis Suarez.
That was
and
lovely.
He's found the way past. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Mateus! Arsenal with the corner. They're first. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's delightful. Now that is a hefty challenge. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Threads one in. Corinthians are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. He's found a way through. Crosses it in. Schneider can see things others simply cannot. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Zanetti cuts out the pass. De Bruyne. Ribery crosses. And it's hoisted clear. Darwin. Dink through. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Drogba. Schneider. Ribery cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder.
Drogba! Goal! Arsenal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Drogba showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And this is Luis Suarez.
Corinthians truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Mateus. Scholes. That's Vieira. And here's Suarez. That is ended up in no man's land. Probing pass. That's a shade optimistic. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Drogba. And here's Suarez. De Bruyne. Schneider is the team's great visionary. Scholes. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Oh, just skips past his. Can he finish? They've done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Minuto de acréscimo.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
That gets things going for the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Chiellini is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Now it's Luis Suarez. And he cuts out the supply. Defending was strong and firm. And that's put paid to a promising move. And Ribery! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And he's taking no chances there.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Zanetti is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know.
Can he finish? Sensational from Suarez! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get...
And a chance! Well, that is remarkable.
Arsenal certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking. Arsenal have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And it's Ribery, done delicately. That has been cut short. And he was quick to react. Played back to the goalkeeper. 60 minutes played. Zanetti. Strong running down that left flank. So nearly the perfect ball. No way through. Now it's Luis Suarez. Looking for options for movement. And this is Luis Suarez. And he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's got away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And the shot! Oh, taken with style! And they are right back within touch! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Shevchenko! That was superb goalkeeping.
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 7, camisa 8,
Cannavaro
camisa 11,
attempts a clearance.
deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 15.
And now they can
camisa
spring out of
22,
defence.
Camisa...
Decent chance! Really well taken goal. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Corinthians get themselves back into contention.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Engages and forces him off the ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Bale, shot a goal! And now they can clear their lines. And this is Luis Suarez. And they're quick to get it back. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Raul did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Luis Suarez. And that is a little undercooked. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick. This is the time you need that pace.
Ambitious ball here. And this is Batistuta. And Batistuta! Oh, another save. Arsenal have their second corner now. Up he goes! Albert Ferrer is there to clear.
Arsenal nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
He's shifting through the gears here. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, good-looking ball. Mateus, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And now the breakaway. Looking for the run. That's the keeper's ball. And smartly reclaimed. And this is Batistuta. And he's running through. Batistuta! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Hangs in a climbs up big! He scores! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking... And that's that. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end, virtually... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then.
There's little doubt that Rui Costa will be conductor-in-chief in this lineup.
And you'd want to be conducted by him, wouldn't you?
Well, you would, because he's not the quickest and strongest, and yet his awareness and deft footwork make him the perfect link-up man. He is the creator-in-chief.
Roberto Carlos goes on a run down the left wing. Albert Ferrer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Haaland. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That's been cut out, well played. So what can they make of this? Aims beyond the defence, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Czech gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Schneider. Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez with the cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Pull it. He's a sharp little ball here. Rui Costa. In with the challenge. And it's Ribéry. Knocks it into space. Spread neatly. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so. Can he finish? Goal! Corinthians! Corinthians take the lead. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Corinthians have the chance to go the other way. Back into the middle. Rui Costa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pullet picks it up out wide. Ribéry. And now the breakaway. Nicely shaped ball. Puyol kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh no, this does not look good. Rui Costa. The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Schneider can see things others simply cannot. Can he get on the end of this? Rui Costa. It's Rui Costa. That has been slung wide. Pull it. That's Vieira. He's had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Now it's Rui Costa. Messi tries a shot! Oh, that's fabulous! A finish of true class! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Zanetti. And here's Ribéry, and this is Luis Suarez. Spread out to the left. Tries to pass it through. Pull it. And it's De Bruyne. Tries to play it through. Rui Costa is the team's great visionary. Roberto Carlos. He's through here. And this is Rui Costa. Big header! Goal! Sporting! And the comeback is complete. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Sporting take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, it's played into the area. It's been shipped out wide. And the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, this looks sharp. And he's intervened well there. Rui Costa. Now it's Pelé. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. So, there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Substituição.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Corinthians can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Roberto Carlos looking to run onto it. Shot a goal! Oh, great low ball in.
Oh, that really should have found the net. The service was faultless, and I'm going to leave it there.
Vieira is there, and he can pick it up. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's De Bruyne. Luis Suarez. Real chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Corinthians have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Haaland. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. De Bruyne. Rui Costa. And he's there to retrieve it. Can he get it through? And he's in on goal. Haaland! Oh, it's come loose. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Rui Costa. Corner then. So, third corner of the game. He's looking wide. And here's Roberto Carlos. And that is expertly dealt with.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely weighted ball. An uncompromising challenge.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Not the most accurate pass. Now, can they get a chance? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Short changes him with that pass. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Substituição em andamento.
Suarez is behind this one. Great chance here to level it up. Luis Suarez! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Corner number 3 coming up. Climbs up big! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Roberto Carlos. Sporting looking to pass their way through. Looking for the run. Shevchenko. And Ribéry! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Punched away. Sporting are looking to go forward now. Haaland receives it in a good position here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Foot in. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Haaland. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he was quick to react. And it's Vieira. Now it's Hullet. And this is Ribéry. Knocks it out wide. Roberto Carlos. There's the delivery.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Schneider. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Roberto Carlos.
Corinthians have certainly approached the game in the right way and relentlessly pursuing their equaliser. They've come close on several occasions.
He should have put that one away.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
A heavy challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Nesta. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Schneider has it in a wide position. Chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Hullet. That has not gone well. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Corinthians definitely struggled to get going.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Wang Yi-chan is definitely worth a mention, Peter. OK, he's not a great creative force, but if you're looking for someone to get on the end of things, he's shown time and time again that he's the man to step up. He's going to require all of those around him to do quite a bit of running, but if they get the service right, he'll get you the goals.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Now it's Messi. Zanetti does well to get it back. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Messi. Chiellini does really well to win the ball there. Schneider. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Nedved. Ball played for Rijkaard. Searching pass he's played there. Ribery. That has been cut short. That's a good ball out wide. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Suarez is steaming forward.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Schneider. Can he get it through? And this is Shevchenko! It's run loose. Oh, what has happened here? That is lovely. So it is still 0-0. Borussia Dortmund do have a chance to counter here. Chips it through. He's in a great position here.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Messi goes short. And he's gone backward here. It's Nedved! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. Corinthians are looking to go forward now. That's an imaginative pass. Big chance! Rijkaard.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. Now it's Luis Suarez. Vieira. Rijkaard. Frankie Chan. Out to the left it goes. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Spread neatly. Zanetti. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That's been cut out, well played. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Borussia Dortmund clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's a cute ball. Schneider. And it's Zanetti. Oh, there's a probing ball. And this is Ribery. Shot, surely!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's very neat. Oh, it's come loose. He's had it taken off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Saliba.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
He's picked his way through. Chance for a shot! And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And the first half is done. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And the action is back on the way.
Corinthians clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And he's whipped it across. And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something.
Can he finish? Marvellous goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So we have the first goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, it's Nedved, and it's been played through. He is through here. Oh, shooting chance! He has done it! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Borussia Dortmund grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Corinthians can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
That's an excellent interception. Neatly clipped into space. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Engages and forces him off the ball. And they can counter here. Oh, that's a key interception. Thuram. Zanetti gets over and intercepts. Nedved. Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. Borussia Dortmund appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. No, he's not getting his way this time. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. De Bruyne. He's going for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Corinthians certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Coming on to replace him is number 6, Gullit.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Corinthians still have the cards to affect this game.
Borussia Dortmund really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
The pass has gone astray. Can he finish? Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's been caught napping. And Messi! They've got to be quick to recover this. Vieira. And this is Luis Suarez. He's had a shot! And now the breakaway. Can he get on the end of this? This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Looking to play him in. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Nedved. Well, that looks a decent ball. Gets a good foot in there. Wriggles his way through. Oh, that's superb. Luis Suarez! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Seedorf. Messi looking to get on the end of this.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Out of play for a throw.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 14, Messi. Coming on the field is number 23.
Ferdinand clears.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Tries to pass it through. And he's certainly onside here. That's going to go a long way. It'll be a throw-in. Time added on 4 minutes. Oh, super ball. Shoots! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view.
And the referee brings it to a close. Corinthians can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Shevchenko voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. And the list of names suggests that what we have in front of us here, Jim, is a 3-5-2 formation.
Well, the formation that was once the staple diet of the Italian game and still holds its place. To be honest, Peter, had I gone on to be a coach, this would have been my preferred setup. I think it can service many different approaches, and it could add numbers quite quickly at either end of the pitch. With the right talent, this can be a thriving structure.
Now it's Cantona. And here's Royce. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Sneijder. Aims beyond the defence. Bonucci defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Tries to play it through. Ribéry has it in a wide position. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Oh, that's well spotted. And this is Shevchenko. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Well, we hardly need reminding, Jim, of the strengths of David Beckham. He could play a huge part in the outcome of this game.
Yeah, he's one of a kind, isn't he, Peter? No one could match his accuracy or...
Chance for a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
The Royal Reds have taken the lead.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Sneijder was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. There's a sharp little ball here. Oh, well played. It's just beyond his reach. Royce. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Chiellini cuts it out. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Ribéry. Now it's Luis Suarez. It's played through for him. Oh, this is a... And the finish! They've done it! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Corinthians grab the equaliser and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get...
Chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corinthians with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He rises! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a... Oh, he's been caught napping! So it's going to be another corner. Corinthians have their second corner now. Linked with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Ribéry. Roberto Baggio. Out to the right. That's a throw. Baggio crosses. Cleared without hesitation. Schneider plays the game a step ahead of almost... Cantona! They've scored! Into the lead once more. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
The Royal Reds get themselves into the lead. Now it's Cantona. He's through, now is he in? Shot could be on. Shot at goal! Goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
The Royal Reds take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Great ball and he's in, and the shot! It's in! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden...
And Ribéry! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corinthians have their third corner. Terrific header! And he's there to get it away. Now then, the ball's come loose. Now it's Beckham. That's a nicely shaped ball. Batistuta! In for the pieces! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
And the first 45 minutes are up. So off we go once more.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Cantona. Roberto Baggio. And it's Beckham. Engages and forces him off the ball. Played into space out wide. Oh, that's nice. Zanetti, cross to the back post. And that should get the job done. Rijkaard has a look and plays it forward. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And he's on big chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So their fourth corner of the game. Chiellini is onto this. Looking to go deep. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Batistuta. Beckenbauer. That looks a cracking ball. And this is Roberto Baggio. Oh, he's bustling through. Great chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. And the shot! It's there! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So is this the start of a comeback? Oh, good-looking ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Ball is over the line. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. And it's Veron. Nesta. No way through. Oh, easy pickings there. And the keeper's got it again. Nesta is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Couldn't squeeze it through. Looking for options for movement. He's picked his way through. In it comes. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Ribery, looking to play him in. Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That has not gone well. Rijkaard. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And here's Batistuta.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate.
Could be danger here. And he's running through. Just the keeper. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, taken with style. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Corinthians get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he cuts out the supply. Not the most convincing of passes. Veron. And it's Beckham. And he's had it nicked away. Can he get on the end of this? Can he finish? He's got a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
This has become one superb game of football.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Beckenbauer. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Number 18.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Cantona. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Roberto Baggio. And here's Batistuta. Now it's Beckham. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability on...
Rice! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Azar. Ambitious ball here. No luck with that dink over the top. Seedorf. Well, that looks a decent ball. Shevchenko. Well read, nice interception. And that is as far as it goes. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Luis Suarez. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
As Zlatan showed, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Right, Shevchenko. Oh, that was vital. Ribery going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that was nowhere near his best. It's run loose here. And it's Ribery. Ribery charging forward, the ball at his feet. Vitinha did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Schneider. Ball driven forward. He gets big. Goal!
Hello.
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry.
Hello, bro.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Corinthians are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Played into space, dinked through, he's found some space. It's Dembele! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Dembele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now that looks a decent ball. Ronaldinho, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now, can they get him away? Can he get on the end of it? And the shot! They've done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
She has lived up to the promise he had made both to himself and the universe. He's always helped the people of Croatia every summer. But maybe, even Rona was starting to think that this newfound sense of purpose, happiness he was getting in helping the people of Croatia through the various services had finally broken much of it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Crosses it in. Dembele. And it's Shevchenko. And they win it back again. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Can he get it through? Oh, that's fabulous. That is a crunching tackle. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Judge, surely! Oh, super goal! A finish right from the top draw. And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Corinthians find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Corinthians have hit a quick-fire double here. And the through ball, brilliantly cut out. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And here's Ribéry.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Mbappe.
Mbappe.
Decent chance! He's scored! They're back within reach! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. He's a sharp little ball here. It's a goal kick. Nesta. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shevchenko! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So now the difference is 3. Stood up well to him there. He's found a way through.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Dembele. That's been cut out, well played. To the keeper it goes. Engages and forces him off the ball. And we've reached half-time.
I just think it's been a great performance, and they totally deserve to have this lead at half-time. I mean, just about anything they tried seemed to have come off. It's incredible stuff.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. So off we go once more. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Chance! That's a decent clearance. Thuram. Looking to play him in. Mbappe looking to run onto it. And it's Dembele. And this is Ibrahimovic. Albert Ferrer. Now De Bruyne. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Ronaldinho. That's a nicely weighted pass. Schneider. De Bruyne can see things others simply cannot. Vitinha. Shevchenko. Tries to play it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Short changes him with that pass. And it's Ronaldinho.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Shevchenko. Shevchenko was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Schneider. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Vitinha. That's a sharp pass. Ronaldinho. And it's Schneider. De Bruyne. And this is Luis Suarez. And he's whipped. There's the header! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
And we have our very first corner. He's got tall. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Schneider looking for the run.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, he's done very well to take that back. Leicester did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. De Bruyne.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's aimed into the middle. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Vitinha.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well timed, excellent interception. Ronaldinho. And it's Zanetti. Shevchenko. Zanetti. Showing good feet. And that's played in low. That has not gone well. And Shevchenko! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's Vitinha. Oh, it's a great ball here. Luis Suarez, very much a man of this moment. Ronaldinho. And that is expertly dealt with. Ribery. Zanetti. Albert Ferrer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now that's well seen too. Just 5 minutes left. Looking for options for movement. This looks promising. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now the breakaway. Thinks one through. That's good vision. That's a little off target. Dembele! It's in! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Very good finish, but that back line could have dealt with.
And there goes the final whistle. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Shevchenko taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Bentar guys, makan siang, makan siang, makan siang.
Final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big, big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
Ribéry. He's dealt with that really well. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's a promising position. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And it's Luis Suarez. And that pass just didn't quite work. Yaya Toure. And now the breakaway. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Adams. Now it's Nedved. Threads one in. Zanetti. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Cannavaro gets it clear. Zanetti tries to pass it through. That is ended up in no man's land.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
De Jong is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball. He's going for goal! Played out to the left flank. Beckham thinks about the shot. And the shot! Defending of the desperate variety. Luis Suarez. Can he get it through? He's being urged to shoot. Zanetti. Nedved. And the counter is on. And it's Ribéry. Zanetti. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Foot in. And that is as far as they're going to go. And that is expertly dealt with. Rijkaard. To Chiellini. And it's Zanetti. Nice interception, well timed. De Jong. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
It's come to nothing. De Jong. And the pass is intercepted. Great ball, shapes to shoot! Has another go! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Zanetti. In with the challenge. Suarez is the guilty party there. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. That pass has been well intercepted. Zanetti. Now, can they get him away? Batistuta looking to get on the end of this. Beckham. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Schneider. And this is Luis Suarez. Nedved. Batistuta. Now it's Luis Suarez, and he was quick to react. Oh no, what a... And Batistuta! And he's done it!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone...
And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we're underway again.
Corinthians really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Ribéry, Yaya Touré produces the perfect tackle there. Now it's Luis Suarez. Well, that looks a decent ball. Beckham promptly onto that, and that is that. Ribéry. Well, they can break here. Knocks it into space. Nedved. Nedved can see things others simply cannot. Oh, and he's had a hit! Tries to get it clear. Danger averted for now.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Pass somewhat off target. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Corinthians still behind thanks to that solitary strike. But that has not gone well. Rijkaard. And back to the keeper. Khan punts it upfield. Zanetti. And it's Schneider. Ribéry. Good take, and is he in? Shevchenko was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Big chance! It's there! Corinthians are back in this! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And it's Ribery. Engages and forces him off the ball. Ribery really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Oh, easy pickings there. Looking to play him in. Beckham. Schneider. Looking for options for movement. Well, they've got it again. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Nedved. And this is Batistuta. Caught offside that time. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numero 20, numero 21. Lasciano il campo per il numero 10, il numero 11, il numero 13. Cambio di giocatori.
Rijkaard aimed beyond the defence. Albert Ferrer. Corinthians do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Raul. Good purposeful running this. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Azar. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Shevchenko. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And this is Luis Suarez. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And he's there to retrieve it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Rijkaard makes the interception. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Rijkaard takes control of it and he's on the move. Swings it across. And he's taking no chances there. And that's that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints.